All right, we got Larry Bird's 50 Greatest Moments Part 2. Feel free to subscribe if you like the video. Last time I think I reacted to it for like 25 minutes. We're gonna finish it now. The rest, if you guys have any videos that you recommend that I should react to, be sure to tell me in the comments. I'm actually gonna start going back to react to the NBA games, of today, especially the Christmas. I'm gonna try to react to it. Sometimes it get blocked, sometimes it doesn't. That's why I stopped reacting to it, but I'm gonna try to come back. Hopefully they don't block out the videos. Yeah.
Championship in 1981, and they have become the 14 flag winners for the Boston Garden.
This is a very big one for us. We practiced awful hard this year. We stuck together. When going got tough, we came through. They came back.
He looks so young. Sheesh, Converse.
Before Bird Celtics could celebrate that title, they would have to overcome a seemingly insurmountable 3-1 deficit against Julius Erving and the Philadelphia 76ers in the Eastern Conference Finals.
They had been in the identical position the year before, and Philly had come into Boston and closed them out in the 5th game.
But facing elimination, Larry and the Celtics refused to lose.
The reason why we was able to come back from being down 3-1 because of Larry. He never for 1 second let us believe that we could not win that series.
And then we get this extraordinarily dramatic and emotional Game 7. With 5 and change to go, Philadelphia's leading by 9.
Bro, you know what they should do? They should do an all-star of the OGs once again. Football sometimes they do it like, they bring back all the OGs like, Maradona back in the day when he was still alive, RIP to him. And wait, he passed away, right? I'm not tripping, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you bring back all the Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, the OGs. They just do one single match again. It's just like this, bro. Just for fun,
The Celtics.
That would be nice. Football sometimes do
The
it.
last 5
Do
minutes
it.
of that game, the referees just put their whistles in their pockets and said, unless I see blood, I'm not calling anything.
Darryl Dawkins is absolutely and positively mauled by 3 different Celtics as he goes to the basket. No call. Bird comes out with the rebound, dribbles down the left side of the court, and decides to do something he didn't do very often. Bank it.
Bird coming to the left. Stop and pop off the glass.
Wow.
Boston leads 91-89.
That was typical Larry, rising to the occasion and wanting to take that big shot. That put us into the finals. It was just another great moment, and to be part of it, it was a very special time and place.
I can't even imagine the feeling of winning a championship, bro. That's like achieving anything you want in life, basically.
In 1986. The fans were in the building, in their seats, all 15,000 of them, chanting, Larry, Larry, MVP, MVP.
Larry Bird, Larry
Comes
Bird.
back in the locker room before the game, and he says, guys, the fans, they're in their seats, and they
You can already
want
feel the aura
blood.
when you come in.
Right now, they want the blood of the Houston Rockets. But if we don't deliver today, they're
Whoa.
going to want our blood. So let's get going here.
Bird carries out the game plan. And the Rockets want to know what hit him.
And then Larry went out and painted the ultimate Bird masterpiece.
Bird's been marvelous.
Nice. Damn.
Larry Bird was so hot that day, he would take the ball and dribble out to the three-point line and hit fadeaway threes as he runs back down the court. We are the champions.
Bird goes in a 3-point land. He makes it a 28-point lead. And the podium blows from this guard.
You remind me so much of Jokic, bro. It's crazy.
One thing we did this year is play hard. We knew we had a lot of talent, but we came to play.
And Dirk
every
Nowitzki.
night, And in the game today, we knew we had it because it was very aggressive and took the game right away from them.
When we would go on these long West Coast road trips, Larry would always announce to the Boston Globe before we left that, okay, it's a 7 or 8 game trip. We're going to win them all. I'm going to average 42 points, 21 rebounds, 13 assists. And then he would go out and do all this.
Suns by 2. They throw to Bird. Here comes Bird. Puts it up. Counts the bucket. We're tied at 104. And Bird will go to the line
Wait, what did they say? They say you talk the you walk the walk, you talk the talk. Bro, I don't even remember, bro. Something like that.
On the trip, and Larry told all of us players and the media too. We were all standing around waiting to leave. He said, "Tomorrow night's the last game of the trip. I'm going to play this one left-handed at least through 3 quarters."
What a performance by Bird.
And at the end of 3 quarters, the next
Playing
night
with
in
his
Portland,
food, bro.
Jerome Kersey. He had 27 points left-handed, and it was a remarkable performance.
For Celtic fans, Larry Bird had come to represent not only excellence, but hope. There was a feeling that no matter how bad things looked...
Hey, so if I'm correct, since Larry Bird, there was no ring until Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Porzingis, Holiday, you know, Pritchard, Cornet, all those guys, all those guys came. That's crazy. That's like 20 years before a ring? Shit, at least they got one though.
Going to turn out all right in the end.
A really good one too. That championship was actually really
But
good.
that belief in Bird would be severely tested in the 1988 playoffs against the Atlanta Hawks.
Atlanta had these young guys.
Hawks in the
who were
playoff.
Athletic, and the Celtics
In the
were old.
final? Wait.
Tested in the 1988 playoffs against the Atlanta Hawks.
Atlanta had these young
just
guys.
playoff.
And they were athletic, and the Celtics were old. And
Really?
They weren't the team they were a couple of years ago, and you sort of had a feeling that that was going to be the beginning of the end for the Celtics.
The Hawks were led by their superstar, Dominique Wilkins.
Dominique was
Never heard of him.
gifted athlete. I mean, he was the human highlight film, and that was for real.
I'm clueless
Leading
about the
3
past, so
games
it
to
doesn't
2,
mean much.
The Hawks came within a basket of closing out the Celtics in Game 6.
They
Damn.
looked death in the face and dodged the bullet.
Well, they had their chance. You know, they had a big chance to beat us. I think now that we're going to come out and play like we did tonight, but we're going to be at home. And our shots are going to be dropping a little bit better, and we're going to be running a little bit faster. So I'd say Sunday's going to be a big win for the Celtics.
Basically, he was saying it was over. I thought we were going to win the game. I really did. I didn't think they could stop Nick in that game. I had that much confidence in him.
And for 3 quarters of Game 7, that confidence was rewarded. As Wilkins
Damn.
and the Hawks seemed on the verge of beating Boston. But in the
Oh,
fourth
shit.
quarter, Bird would answer Wilkins'
Remind me of
challenge.
the Jim Sorden meme.
Bird now cuts free. Here's Wilkins. And that's what they must have.
It's just fascinating to me that every team back in the day was just good, just that good, bro. It's crazy. In every era, there's not a single team that wasn't like really good at one point.
And Dominique was torching me on when he had the ball. I said, Bird, don't, you got them all riled up now. I said, I'm having a hell of a time guarding them.
Mano duel. Bird versus Wilkins.
Sheesh.
Ties it for Atlanta.
The three he made in the left corner, I can still see that.
Wait, I'm confused. Doug, this dude was in the game? He was playing with the Ux, or he's just talking? Bro, I'm so confused right
It's
now.
just a big shot that he didn't have any room.
Oh yeah, never mind. I remember the clip now. Yeah, he was on the team.
In deep to Dominique.
I didn't even know Reaver was a player before a coach.
With Bird again pulling up. It's a duel. Put down your saber.
They just reached the pinnacle of their competitiveness against each other, and neither one would be denied.
It's Bird's turn. Comes up with a shot, and the Celtics lead it.
It was a special moment in sports where you see these two guys that were just making one more difficult shot after the other, keeping their teams in the game.
Who's going to blink first?
Whoa. Damn.
Dominique actually scored the most points, but Larry Bird scored the big points down the stretch of that game.
Is this a critical trip for the Atlanta Hawks? This is a great defensive move by Bird as he steals the ball for the Celtics. Lead to Bird off the fake. Improves
Wow.
his position, and the Celtics are up again.
Too much space, bro.
Way or another, Bird kills
That was a
you.
big mistake to
Just
leave him open
knew
like that.
we had to stop this guy, but it was Larry Bird. We never did.
You sort of had a feeling that Atlanta might take over their role as the ruler of the East.
Bird
And
nest.
That afternoon, Larry just said, well, maybe you will do that, but you're not going to do it here, and you're not going to do it in my building.
Another defensive stop. A must here for the Hawks.
Damn, defense is tight, bro. Holy shit. They were hand checking too, though. They were hand checking. Bro, who the fuck said back in the days we did an hand check, bro? I saw it somewhere. They were doing it too. It was legal.
The moment when we absolutely needed it, he just took it upon himself to play as perfect as he ever played.
Wilkins
can't
had
tell
seen
he's
the best
pissed.
of Larry Bird, but 1988 would be Larry's last healthy season. And by 1991, age and injury had taken the best from him.
Larry Bird, at this point in his career, is now squeezing to the end. It's a ceaseless struggle to get healthy enough to play.
Bird and the Celtics entered the playoffs against the young Indiana Pacers and their brash leader, Chuck Person.
Look out, Person puts up a three. He's putting on a show.
What is the haircut, bro? Holy shit.
The series went to a fifth and deciding game in the Boston Garden. But Larry's back was hurting.
He spent the night at the hospital in traction, so he had to be in just unbelievable pain.
I remember walking in the locker room and I saw Larry before the game, and I said, "How you feeling?" "Well, I'm okay, I guess." Well, he wasn't okay. The guy could barely put his pants on.
But Larry was determined to be there for his team.
Let's see if they go to Person. There he is. Yes.
As Bird reached deep into his arsenal to counter Person's long-range
He's still
barrage,
cooking. That's crazy. Angel like that and still cooking, bro. His mindset was probably
But as the second quarter
above
drew
and
to a
behind, I
close,
guess.
disaster would strike.
I remember seeing this.
It was a thud when he hit that floor. You heard that boom. The breath went out of that building because they thought that, that was it.
He got rocked to the floor as he was going to get that loose ball.
When we went at halftime, he was in the training room. So nobody knew anything. Was he going to play anymore or was he all done?
As the second half began with Bird in the locker room,
And then he lost it in the open floor.
the Pacers looked to put them away.
Wasn't that the moment where he got tired of watching it and came back?
Step up now for Boston.
The Celtics were in trouble. The younger, more agile Pacers definitely were in position to win that game.
And here comes
He came back like the Avengers, bro.
And all of a sudden,
Bro.
Larry and the Garden erupted.
I feel like a movie.
The Savior was back.
Bird is on the bench. He's got the warm-up jacket on. Listen to the crowd.
This really
I got
feel
the
like a
sense
movie,
the
bro. It's
Pacers
funny.
were stunned to see him there, and that they thought, holy shit, what's going to happen now?
Mid-court outlet goes to Bird. Bird spots up from
Wow.
Reggie Miller's shot rebounded by Bird, who whips it down for one. And he is back in the ballgame.
From a psychological standpoint, having our leader back on the court gave us a tremendous adrenaline push.
Bird ahead of the field.
In his dramatic return, Bird gave the Celtics new life and added another chapter to his legend.
Larry fakes the shot.
So Larry Bird is answering the challenge put forth to him, and he's letting it all hang out today.
The fans at that point wouldn't let the team lose because of what Larry was doing.
Bird has to hurry. 5 on the shot clock. The turnaround. Right ball is all net, and he's going to the line.
You say to yourself, how many times does he drive that spike through your heart with shots like this?
But certainly this, out of the pages of Willis Reed.
Eclipsing
Bird.
even a Celtics victory, Bird's stirring performance touched all those who witnessed it.
Damn, even the Pacers give their respect, bro. That's when you know he's great.
I told him at the end of the game, I've never seen anything like that.
Truly amazing, and it's courageous, and all those other things. And he's the leader. He is the leader of the Celtics, and he will be until he retires.
I knew Larry was out there shooting 1,000 jump shots a day, so I was out there shooting 1,000. I knew he was working on his game every summer, and I had to work on my game every summer. He wins the Rookie of the Year, I win the championship. And then we just went on from there. I always want to have one up on Larry, and he's going to try to have one up on myself. And that's what it's about. That's what a true rivalry is about.
Larry Bird was beloved by the entire
Man,
city
shout
of
out to Magic
Boston,
Johnson and Larry,
all
bro.
Celtic fans knew that it was part of their tradition to beat the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA Finals. It was a tradition Larry desperately wanted to uphold. And the fact that his main rival, Magic Johnson, was the leader of the Lakers made him want it even more. In 1979, Bird lost to
Damn.
Magic in the NCAA Finals. And from that moment on, they'd be forever linked.
It was always Magic Bird.
Is that
Magic
real
Bird.
footage?
Ever since Indiana State and Michigan State played, it's been that way.
And in 1984, they'd finally meet in the NBA Finals.
It was an incredible build-up, and the world was watching because now it finally came down to these two players that are looked at somewhat as saviors of the league in Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, coming together for the first time to do battle.
They won the East, we won the West. So it's like everybody just get ready, sit back, and let's enjoy it.
As the series opened, it was the Lakers who would enjoy it at the Celtics' expense as they raced to a 2-1 series lead.
Waves, it was waves of fast break. It was a track meet.
We weren't going to let Larry Bird and
Man, I wonder if you're gonna have another type of rivalry like this, where teams just win back to back, just like the Cavaliers and Golden State era. You know, I hope so. I hope like OKC, you know, Spurs or Denver, they get into it, something like that. Lakers maybe.
beat Magic and his crew. It was just that simple.
The Celtics cannot handle the speed of the Lakers.
We're taking hooks, body shots.
Celtics too, by the way, they were really good. When they're gonna come back, sheesh.
Just take it.
This has to be one of the most decisive routes in championship game history.
We went in the locker room and Larry made the famous statement that we play like sissies.
We got some great players on this team, but we don't have the players with the heart sometimes that we need.
I was sitting right next to him, and he said in his mad, angry Indiana accent.
Today, when you see Magic slapping high fives and guys going behind their back and shooting layups on us all day long, it seems that somebody would try to put a stop to it. But until we get our hearts where they belong, we're in trouble.
He challenged all of our manhood publicly, and he had never done that before.
He said, hey, we need to meet these guys in the parking lot and start the fight out there.
This is not the marching down, boys. This is marching on to victory. That's what it is.
We got in each other's face.
Man, they look so old, bro. They look like a father of five.
No more layups.
And meanwhile, he's probably like 26 or something. Holy.
When you can't catch something,
Kareem was not the
you gotta
Lakers in
knock
this
it
time?
down to slow it down. And
I ain't
what
seen
they
him yet.
did. And just all hell broke loose.
Oh, he's right there.
Larry and Kareem got into it, and then Larry was taking the ball out of bounds. Michael Cooper was trying to guard him. Larry kicked it back.
Oh, he
kicked it
flopped.
to the stands. It was
Definitely flopped.
It was a great strategy move to take us out of our game. And mentally, we were not there because we were trying to fight them instead of play basketball.
With Larry leading the way, Boston would claw their way into overtime. Now it was the Lakers who were reeling, and Larry was ready to deliver the knockout blow.
Gets it over to DJ. Bird goes right into the pivot. Now DJ holds the ball. Back in the Bird. The
Wow.
play is gone. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a play.
It was almost like vindication for Larry Bird that, you know, hey, you might have won during college, but you know what? Here's my opportunity now.
Boston Celtics have evened this NBA World Championship Series at 2 games apiece. We're coming back. That's right. We're coming back. We'll be back.
Larry, last time you were quoted as saying you guys played like sissies. What's the word you use for the team now from this game?
Well, we just play like a bunch of women tonight. We can still play a lot harder.
Friday, June 4th, 1984, and the temperature at game time inside the Garden is 97 degrees Fahrenheit, and there was no air conditioning.
It was almost unbearable. It really was. By far You know, I've spent time in Texas. I've lived in Texas. I've never been that hot. It was smothering.
Ooh, you thought you was in this, you know, a sauna.
Kareem had to have the oxygen tank.
God
I guess the
damn.
altitude. He's so tall.
While we were
Holy
all out there
fuck.
dying, you know, from you can't breathe, you know, it was 100 degrees in Boston Garden. He looked fresh as a daisy.
All right. Bird is used to it, bro. Where he used to live, I mean.
This game is Larry Bird's. I mean, he's doing everything. Push shotgun! Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it!
And we asked Larry about it, and he said, "Oh hell, it's hotter back home playing at French Lick." It was completely magnificent in that game because it just showed mind over matter. Larry Bird went 15 for 20, had 34 points and 17 rebounds, and that was the defining game of that series.
The Boston Celtics have trounced the Los Angeles Lakers 121.
You have to give both teams tremendous credit for playing a 48-minute steam bath. It seems as though they held up a little better than we did. The man who made the difference tonight was Mr. Bird.
Comes down to Game 7, Boston Garden, the first Game 7 against the Lakers since 1962 in Boston. You know, and Bird, I mean, the whole thing coming to a peak. It was a very, very highly anticipated game of basketball.
With the title within their grasp, Boston seized it. Larry had waited 5 years to settle his score with Magic, and now
Finally
he
got the
finally done
opportunity to do it.
in a series for the ages.
We went through the tough of the tough. We went through the Lakers to get there.
Absolutely no one believed it. But the fact of the matter is, we believed in ourselves, and that was a lot because of the leadership Larry had.
The Boston Celtics are the NBA World Champions.
Oh, man.
I told Larry Bird, the way you played in that series, the way you conducted
Bill
yourself,
Russell.
the way you played made me proud to be a Celtic.
Oh, my gosh.
Congratulations, you were the most valuable.
Hard to believe this dude got 10 rings. How many rings? I forgot, bro. Something crazy, though.
We're professionals now, but I won this one for Terre Haute.
I just hate anytime playing against Larry, I want to win at anything. I hate losing to him. So don't bring it up no more.
The Larry Bird retirement ceremony. They had it on a night when there was no game. That's how special, that's how popular, that's how great Larry Bird is.
They don't even do that anymore, bro.
You couldn't get a ticket. Magic comes out, and it was just great. And he had the Celtic t-shirt on underneath, and the speech that Magic gave.
Man, what a nice friendship.
There will be another Larry Bird one day. And Larry, there will never, ever, ever be another Larry Bird.
To have all the fans come back to pay tribute and to say thank you. There was nothing like that on earth.
Tonight, my basketball career is officially over, and I had a blast. So tonight I leave. I leave basketball forever. I leave a game that I loved. Sorry, but I'm gone from history. I dedicated my life to basketball, and I dedicated my life to the Boston Celtics. So, I say good night, Boston, and may God bless each and every one of you. Good night.
Oh, man. Make me want to clap, bro. I'm not even there, bro. That's crazy.
Red, you want to say something?
What I want to say is, you know how it feels because you've been here before. Me, I haven't scored a point. You know?
But you kind of brought the guys here that scored the points.
Well,
so you're overpaid.
There were so many qualities that made Larry Bird a great player, but it was his unshakable will that was the most important. And on the tension-filled night of May 26, 1987, when the Pistons and Celtics met in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals, that will was on display for all to see. With the series tied at 2, Bird would have to reach back for some vintage Celtic magic as the Pistons seized control in the game's final seconds.
Seasting bumps him a couple of times and nails it top of the the key with 17 seconds to go, and the Celtics call time. Detroit by 1.
107, 106.
So Boston goes for the final shot. On the left it goes to Bird. Bird guarded by Mahorn. Drives around him. Goes on in.
Oh.
And the ball gets knocked out of bounds by 8. Oh, they call it the other way.
When we lost the last opportunity to score by throwing the ball away, the game was over. The Celtics had lost.
Who's this? A new coach?
Celtic fans, I think that most of the arena and the Detroit Pistons forgot that Larry Bird hadn't quit.
Thomas wants to get it in quick.
Oh, yeah.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ. Right at 1 second left. What a play by Bird. Bird stole the inbounding pass. Laid it up to DJ. DJ laid it up and in. And Boston has a 1-point lead. Oh my, this place is going crazy.
So man, commentators going crazy.
Think that there's still a chance, and the fact that he made it happen.
Bird steals it and gets it to Johnson at the buzzer. Oh my!
I don't know. I feel like Pistons probably thought the game was over. Started being sloppy on the passes.
I think that's the single greatest play in Larry's career. It's just another sign that Larry was just, destined or determined. I think it's a combination of both for him to be involved in so many special plays in his career.
Man.
The old Boston Garden is gone now, and Larry Bird is retired. But the memories that he gave to the people of Boston and basketball fans around the world will live on forever.
Facts.
From all of us here at NBA TV, happy birthday, Larry.
Damn. Oh, nice video, bro.